Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. On General Hospital, Sonny Corinthos always has plenty of female attention. He's had more than a few marriages, children by many women, and affairs and illicit lovemaking on the side. But out of all the many women the Teflon Don's had in his arms and his bed over the years, which one does his heart and soul belong to? Who is Sonny's soulmate on GH? Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, has a complicated relationship with Carly Corinthos, Laura Wright. From the start on the ABC soap, they were drawn to each other like metal to magnet. He was the worst sort of bad boy, and she was a very, very bad girl on GH. They've been off and on since Carly's debut on General Hospital. They've loved and hated each other. Sonny was there for Carly to help raise and later adopt her firstborn, Michael Corinthos, Chad duo, and together they had and lost Morgan Corinthos. Third child, Donna Corinthos, brought the crisis of her spina bifida to their late-in-life baby story. Beyond their children, these two lied to one another, cheated on one another, and tormented themselves for decades. Yet even now, a large swath of General Hospital fans believe that Carly and Sonny Corinthos are destined to reunite and live out their lives together. Now, Carly's with Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, and her ex has a new love. But will these crumble on GH? Another wildly popular pairing with Sonny Corinthos was brunette beauty Brenda Barrett, Vanessa Marcil. She was a teen beauty, and the mobster was almost 30 when they met and sparks began to fly. But the age gap, and little less, stopped them. Brenda's unlike many of the women in Sonny's romantic past on one subject in particular. She has zero tolerance for his mob activities. Most other ladies he's been with either accepted, enabled, or turned a blind eye to his illegal means of making money. But General Hospital writers crafted Brenda of tougher stuff. She pushed back on him about his dark side time and again, but eventually, she also decided that loving him was more important to her than objections about his being a criminal. After one wedding where the groom didn't show, he finally married Brenda, but his refusal to bond with and adopt her son cracked them. Ultimately, she went back to Italy and they couldn't make it work. But many fans think she's the one Sonny Corinthos really loves. Sonny Corinthos met future wife Lily Rivera, Lily Melgar, when she was in love with another man and he was still with Brenda. But when Brenda cheated with Lily's guy, everything blew up for her and the mob man. We saw that Lily was a woman on General Hospital who understood mob life since her dad was also a mob boss. But down in Puerto Rico, she fell hard for Sonny and they married after she convinced her dad to save him from prison. Sunday thoughts. When it comes to Sonny ships, there are two dynamics typically at play. Partner in crime, Carson, or I can fix him, SNB, Lily, sexist, Soma, etc. And why do we always put that expectation on the women? To be the catalyst of change for his character, #gay. But Brenda remained a problem despite Lily Rivera being such a good influence on Sonny, helping him heal rifts with his family on GH. Ms. Barrett's constant scheming finally caught the mob man's eye and he split from Lily. Then, an unexpected pregnancy changed it all. Sonny Corinthos pledged to be a good husband and they reconciled. But Lily's father was furious at his son-in-law for hooking up with his ex and decided to blow him up for payback. Too bad on General Hospital that Ms. Rivera's gangster dad planted a bomb on Sonny's car, and it was Lily who was in it when it went off. Her cruel death haunted him for years to come on the ABC soap opera. Another woman that remains in the Teflon Don's life to this day is Olivia Falconer, Lisa Lo Cicero, who was his high school sweetie. She got pregnant as a teen with his son but never told him. And by then, he dumped her for her cousin Connie Falconer, aka Kate Howard, more on her below. In the end, both Olivia and her cousin wound up in Port Charles, both with ongoing ties to Sonny. Things got bad with Olivia when he shot her son, undercover cop Dan Falconer, Dominic Zamprona. That prompted Liv to come clean that she and Sonny Corinthos had a child he'd never known on General Hospital. After one of her premonitions saved his life, and she was shot instead, they rekindled their romance. But it all fell apart when Sonny Corinthos had a naughty one-night stand with a very bad woman. It seems doubtful that she and the mobster were meant to be, since she's happily wed to Ned Quartermain, Wally Kurth, now with no signs of looking back on General Hospital. You can't really talk about Sonny's teen years without also discussing both Olivia and Connie Falconer. But when we first met Connie, she went by the name Kate Howard, and she was a successful fashion icon. Finally, he figured out she was Connie, another of his young loves. They planned to elope way back in the day, but she didn't want to be a tough guy's mob wife and chose herself instead. She headed to college and bigger things. Sonny has given the Carly and I are never getting back together speech so many times. He gave that speech to Diane in 2008 while engaged to Kate. It has lost its impact. #gay. Then she popped up on General Hospital as Kate Howard, her new name for her new life. However, she struggled with serious mental health issues and committed a rash of crimes under an alter personality named Connie. She finally got her head together, but wound up in a sort of love triangle with Sonny and Olivia. After they decided to get together for good, she was murdered, and it was another of Sonny's flings that did it, Ava Jerome, but was Kate his soulmate. Sonny Corinthos and Alexis Davis had no more than one night of passion, so it barely even counts as a fling on GH. Back then, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grant, was his attorney, long before Diane Miller, Harlan Hennessy, came along. And though she disapproved of his mob lifestyle on General Hospital, she harbored a major crush on him. Plus, they lived in penthouses across the hall from each other. Similar bad childhoods were a bonding point for these two. Then, when Sonny was on one of his many breaks with Carly, they gave in and slept together after months of flirting. Alexis was head over heels in love, but he was still hung up on his blonde ex. Carly spied on them shagging and ran off of set. She ran in front of a car and was presumed dead, so guilt kept Sonny Corinthos from Alexis, and then a week later, Carly came back from the dead and he ran back to her. But Alexis got a souvenir since he knocked her up that one night. And their kid is Christina Corinthos, Hallie Pullos. But on General Hospital, they never entangle again. And it's safe to say she's not his soulmate since they've had zero chemistry since those long ago days on the ABC soap. Another of the women in Sonny's life is Ava Jerome, Maura West. We've included her here even though the two have never been in love, because they did have sizzling chemistry. And even now, when Sonny and Ava cross swords, there is a subtle chemistry there. Both she and Sonny have the mob in common. You may recall that she was once a boss of the Jerome crime family. In fact, she murdered his sweetheart Connie because she found out Ava's brother Julian Jerome, William DeVry, was alive and in Port Charles. Sonny, you've got some damn nerve judging Nicholas for knocking up that damn Esmond when you screwed Ava in the Quartermain crypt after murdering AJ in cold blood. That's how we got every #ghpic.twitter.com/Trewulsfor. Ava really messed with Sonny's mind, including trying to get him to stop taking his bipolar meds. She also manipulated him into killing AJ Quartermain, Scene Cannon. She also took his son, Morgan Corinthos, Brian Cray, into her bed on General Hospital. Then, at AJ's funeral, Sonny and Ava shagged in a crypt. She turned up pregnant, which was timely since he planned to murder her. Pregnancy saved her life, and she and Sonny Corinthos have been in a hate-hate relationship for a decade. But could it change? Is there a chance these two troubled people are meant for one another? Maybe, but GH shows no signs of coupling them up. And they've never had a romantic relationship. So soulmate seems a long shot in their case. Looking way back on General Hospital, you may recall when Sam Kelly Monaco was with Sonny. They even had a child together. Do you remember that? Back in the day, Stan was a consummate con woman. And Sonny Corinthos was a truly treacherous mob boss. They met formally when he took her hostage after he tried to murder another mobster. Despite that bizarre start, they sparked and hopped into bed together. That resulted in a pregnancy. As we know, if Sonny's alone with a woman for 5 minutes, she's knocked up. But once again, he ditched someone he was with to run back to Carly. So she turned to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. But in a sad scene at General Hospital, baby Lila died at birth. Although the baby's cord blood saved the life of Christina, who was mortally ill. Since then, Sam's mostly been about Jason. And now she's with Sonny's son. So soulmates? Not so much. As of now, Sonny's smitten with Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros. It's hard to imagine that GH would write this plot if Michelle Stafford was still in the role. It would come off weird, but with the Watros recast, everything changed. Nina's romance with Sonny Corinthos has a sweet vibe, despite their strange start when he was Amnesiac Mike. And there's a big faction of fans that hate them together because of that memory loss storyline. Most of those are hardcore Carson fans. But there's another slice of General Hospital fans who appreciate seeing Sonny with someone new and not just running back to Carly. And Nina Reeves doesn't seem to mind his mob life or his mental health concerns. She's happy just to have him in her life. And it was Sonny that took their relationship public and pushed his family to accept her. Now, there's grudging acceptance of them as a duo, but is Nina his soulmate? It likely depends on who you ask. For certain, he's totally smitten with her, and she with him. General Hospital likes to repeat itself, so most viewers expect Sonny to wind up back with Carly at some point. So is Carly the true soulmate of Sonny Corinthos? Or could it be Nina or one of these other women? We'll have to wait and see.